nobody tells us this. Not as far as I know, I've not heard of it being told to me until I discovered it for myself. What is that? We no longer are who we were once were, and not yet becoming who we are growing and evolving into. I call that the twilight zone of transformation, the self in transit. Welcome, my fascinating Renaissance friends, to episode 213. And for those of you who have tuned in just now, this is Miss Malu Cervantes, your your co-sojourner in navigating the autumn of life. This is the YouTube channel that I put up so that we can you know draw together our La Dolce Vita, my season of life, 60 years and beyond with Miss Malu Cervantes, yours truly, with this philosophy of aging wisely, aging gracefully, aging elegantly, where we talk about the other half of life, one that for most people is difficult to navigate. But what I have been telling you is could be the best years of life. Okay? So, ever heard of the word Wayfarian? Wayfarian. It is in the in the caption below. Wayfarian. Webster defines it this way. Wayfarian is a soul guided by their own inner knowing. It's a soul guided by their own inner knowing. Moving through life by feeling. Underline that. By feeling what stirs beneath the surface. Rather than what is clearly marked ahead. Right? So something internal. The path is sense. Is sense. There's seems to be a sixth sense. It's sense through subtle, very, very subtle signs and a pull that can never be or that cannot be explained. You know, sometimes I said in my opening statement, we no longer are who we once were and have not yet reached right into the growing and evolving part of us, isn't it? This is where it becomes tough. And the self in transition. We know who we want to become, but before we reach that, there is a tug of war here. Okay, what is the tug of war? Sometimes we cling to the life we had before because it is safe, it is stable, it is something we know, even if we are no longer happy. Just like what I told you, the hustle culture I have been comfortable with that, even if it was no longer making me happy, and then so the pull is between going back to that life and marching onwards to the promise of freedom of, for me, the resonance life. There's this pull, there's this tug of war, okay, and there's always a tension in between. All right, so we continue with the definition of the Wayfarian, right? Before that, I just remembered something like the pull is because the life that we left behind used to be stable, but then again we were restless. There's a certain kind of restlessness there that pulls us again towards what we have envisioned for ourselves. No? So let's continue. A Wayfarian, according to Webster, according to Google. Okay. Trust in the unseen currents carrying them forward. So they trust the unseen currents, okay, pushing them forward, knowing the way does not reveal itself. So that's why it's unseen. The way does not reveal itself all at once, and that is what we humans want. Like we want our life, okay, the roadmap of our life really given to us in one sitting, so we know, okay, where we will be at 17, where we will be at 50 years old, where we will be at 80, but it does not reveal itself all at once. That's what it's saying. Okay, it unfolds through presence, through forward motion, okay, and through the willingness and courage to take the next step forward, keyword, without certainty. And so, my friends, this is the clincher. The journey, it says here, the journey shapes us just as much as we shape the journey, unfolding exactly as it is meant to, all in divine time. I guess that's where we actually feel anxious, when we feel the pull of not knowing exactly what steps are involved and how long, and so we always revert to something that we know, something that we can depend on, because it has already unfolded. It tells us at least, what makes us sad, what makes us happy. But the unseen currents that are, pulling us towards that which we see very clearly in our mind's eye, but it's not given to us in one game plan. The uncertainty is the one that kills us. So what happens? See, the thing here says the journey itself shapes who we become just as much as we becoming present into it and engaging in these unseen currents. We also define the journey. Okay, so we are no longer who we once were, and yet we have not yet become who we are growing and evolving into. So, welcome to the twilight zone of transformation. Beautiful, the self in transit. It still can be beautiful, isn't it? As for me, my fascinating Renaissance friends, I ain't going back to the hustle culture. Ain't going back, man. I know in my mind's eye, I shared with what I've broken down, what my resonance life is for henceforth. But I don't know every single day how it will unfold. And I am excited in the very uncertainty of it all, because every day is a surprise. Every day is a reckoning. Every day is an adventure. Okay? So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like what you have heard today. And let's continue the conversation. Tell me, okay, are you being pulled, okay, in two opposite directions? Then welcome to the club. That's how it should be. That's yourself is transitioning. Okay? So until then, my Renaissance, my fascinating Renaissance friends, goodbye.